There's a few different factors that I think affect your ability to get the planche, and everyone has a combination of these 4 factors. However these factors are exploited will determine how difficult or how easy it is for you and what would be the best approach. The easier the planche is for you, the more things are just going to work. The harder it is, I think the more finesse has to be in your approach. The first one is your body weight. I think because it's a body weight skill, this one's kind of a no-brainer, but the heavier you are, if the skill is using your body weight, the harder it's going to be because the more load you have to move. So the lighter you can be relative to maintaining decent muscle mass to maintain strength, the better it's going to serve you. The second one is weight distribution. Regardless of your body weight, it actually matters where that weight is distributed. And oddly, if you carry a lot of mass in your upper body, it might not necessarily take away from your ability to planche. It actually might help. Think of positions like the double planche, where there's weight sitting on top, a lot of weight on top of the person that is the base, and they can hold a full planche. Non-technical full planche. Their feet are off the ground, supported by the hands, because there's a lot of weight leverage in them the other way. But if your weight is distributed in the legs, if you have bigger legs, it's gonna, regardless of if you have a strong upper body, be a disadvantage to achieving your planche. Not that I'm promoting having less mass in the legs, but I'm certainly not promoting more mass is gonna help. The third one is your limb proportions. So that's not just whether you're tall or short, but also like how long are your arms? How long or short is your torso? How long are your legs? Obviously go into the lower body, even if you're short as an advantage for planche. If you have long legs, then it's going to put all the weight on that lower end and make planche harder for you relative to someone who's your same height but might have shorter legs and a longer torso. I can't yet, you guys can comment this, what the perfect body for planche is. I was trying to describe it before and it sounded like a homunculus, some kind of freak. I'm imagining short legs, long torso and short arms, but they sound fucked. That sounds like a fucked body. You can find a tall person who actually achieves planche easier than you would seemingly think because their limb proportions equate to it's easier for them to stack the hips over the wrist without having to lean so much. And last one is genetics, or to be more specific, your muscle insertions. So where your shoulder sits and your ability to protract based on the structure of your shoulder. For some people, that protraction, which is paramount to getting your planche or to having a strong planche, it comes easy to them. And even under extreme stress or fatigue, they don't fail within that protraction. Whereas for others, looking up the other end, me, as soon as stress hits, that can be the first thing to go, which makes getting your planche much, much harder. These are just the cards you're dealt as you're born, and they determine whether planche is going to be very easy for you or if planche is going to be really hard or impossible for others. And that is just how it is. In conclusion, everyone is a combination of these 4 things, and that determines your ability to be able to get planche. This is why you'll see some people get planche in 3 months and using dynamic swings. I don't know why the fuck they're doing that, but getting it with the swing. And then someone like me that is taking over, well, approaching a year of work, of dedicated work, and it's still not a solid hold. This is why we can't get latched on to this is what worked for me, so it will work for you. It may, but you're most likely to get planche following programs, tips, advice, tutorials of people that are like you, built similar to you, and are a little bit further along.